heaven and hell. The conjunction of heaven with the human race. 291. It is well known in the Church that all good is from God, and that nothing of good is from man. Consequently, that no one ought to ascribe any good to himself as his own. It is also well known that evil is from the devil. Therefore those who speak from the doctrine of the Church say of those who behave well, and of those who speak and preach piously, that they are led by God, but the opposite of those who do not behave well and who speak impiously. These things cannot be so unless man has conjunction with heaven and conjunction with hell, and unless these conjunctions are with his will and his understanding, for from them the body acts and the mouth speaks. What kind of conjunction this is will now be told. 292. With every individual there are good spirits and evil spirits. Through the good spirits, man has conjunction with heaven, and through the evil spirits with hell. These spirits are in the world of spirits, which lies midway between heaven and hell. This world will be described particularly in the following pages. When these spirits come to a man, they enter into his entire memory, and thus into his entire thought. Evil spirits into the evil things of his memory and thought, and good spirits into the good things of his memory and thought. These spirits have no knowledge at all that they are with a man, but when they are with him they believe that all things of his memory and thought are their own. Neither do they see the man, because nothing that is in our solar world falls within their vision. The Lord exercises the greatest care that the spirits should not know that they are with a man, for if they knew it, they would speak with him. In that case evil spirits would destroy him. For evil spirits, being conjoined with hell, desire nothing so much as to destroy man, not alone his soul, that is, his faith and love, but also his body. It is otherwise when spirits do not speak with man, in which case they are not aware that what they are thinking and also what they are saying among themselves is from man. For they even speak among themselves from man. But believe that what they are thinking and saying is their own, and each esteems and loves what is his own. In this way, spirits are constrained to love and esteem man, although they do not know it. That such is the conjunction of spirits with man has become so well known to me as a result of many years' continual experience that there is nothing better known to me. There are angels and spirits with every man, and by means of them man has communication with the spiritual world. Man without spirits with him cannot live. Man is not seen by spirits, even as spirits are not seen by man. Spirits can see nothing in our solar world with man except the one with whom they are speaking. 293. The reason that spirits who communicate with hell are also adjoined to man is that man is born into evils of every kind. Consequently his first life can only be from them. Therefore, unless spirits of a nature like his own were joined to man he could not live, nor indeed could he be withdrawn from his evils and reformed. He is therefore held in his own life by means of evil spirits and withheld from it by means of good spirits, and by the two kept in equilibrium. Being in equilibrium, he is in his freedom, and can be drawn away from evils and turned towards good, and good can also be implanted in him, which would not be possible at all if he were not in freedom. Freedom is not possible to man unless spirits from hell act on one side and spirits from heaven on the other, and man is in between. Again, it has been shown that so far as a man's life is from what he inherits, and thus from self, if he were not permitted to be in evil he would have no life, and if he were not in freedom he would have no life. Also he cannot be forced to good, and what is forced does not abide. Further, that the good that man receives in freedom is implanted in his will and becomes, as it were, his own jus proprium. These are the reasons that man has communication with hell and communication with heaven. All freedom is of love and affection, since what a man loves, that he does freely. As freedom belongs to man's love, so it belongs to man's life. Nothing appears as man's own except what is from freedom. Man must have freedom that he may be reformed. Otherwise no love of good and truth can be implanted in man and be appropriated seemingly as his own. If man could be reformed by compulsion, everyone would be reformed. Compulsion in reformation is harmful. 294. The nature of the communication of heaven with good spirits, and of hell with evil spirits, and of the consequent conjunction with man of heaven and hell, will also be told. All the spirits who are in the world of spirits have communication with heaven or with hell, the evil spirits with hell, and the good spirits with heaven. Heaven is distinguished into societies, and so is hell. Anyone's spirit belongs to some society, and continues to exist by influx from it, thus acting as one with it. Consequently, as man is conjoined with spirits so is he conjoined with heaven or with hell, even with the society there in which he is in respect of his affection or his love. For the societies of heaven are all distinguished in accordance with their affections of good and truth, and the societies of hell in accordance with their affections of evil and falsity. 295. The spirits adjoined to man are such as he himself is, in respect to affection or love, but the good spirits are adjoined to him by the Lord, while the evil spirits are summoned by the man himself. The spirits with man, however, are changed in accordance with the changes of his affections. Thus, there are some spirits with him in infancy, others in boyhood, others in youth and manhood, and others in old age. In infancy, those spirits are present who are in innocence and who thus communicate with the heaven of innocence, which is the inmost or third heaven. In childhood, those spirits are present who are in the affection of knowing, and who thus communicate with the ultimate or first heaven. In youth and manhood, spirits are present who are in the affection of what is true and good, and consequently in intelligence, and who thus communicate with the second or middle heaven. In old age, however, spirits are present who are in wisdom and innocence, and who thus communicate with the inmost or third heaven. But the Lord effects this adjunction with those who can't be reformed and regenerated. It is otherwise with those who cannot be reformed or regenerated. Good spirits also are joined to these, that they may thereby be withheld from evil as much as possible. But their immediate conjunction is with evil spirits who communicate with hell, whereby they have such spirits with them as are like themselves. If they are lovers of self or lovers of gain, or lovers of revenge, or lovers of adultery, similar spirits are present, and dwell, as it were, in their evil affections, and man is incited by these, except so far as he can be kept from evil by good spirits, and they cling to him, and do not withdraw, so far as the evil affection prevails. Thus it is that a bad man is conjoined to hell and a good man is conjoined to heaven. Next, I will write the conjunction of heaven with the human race. 2. Thank you.